Vitalik Buterin seems to be endorsing Zilliqa. He does acknowledge the fact that Zilliqa is a force to reckon with. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Muna, aka Beyond 10x, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about Zilliqa. Look at that, 8% up, and I really wanted to show you some important facts about Zilliqa. So let's take a look at the source code because a lot of you out there barely look at this information, because I really believe this is very important, especially if you are trying to compete with Ethereum. So if we take a look at the GitHub repositories of Zilliqa, right, we can obviously see that there has been about 8,508 commits, plus there are about 35 contributors. So obviously if we get to compare this with Ethereum, this is like way too minimal because Ethereum has got about 469 plus contributors. So this is something which is obviously questionable. So if we take a look at the people who are mostly responsible for most of the, coding, these are the people here who have actually implemented quite a number of changes as far as Zilliqa is concerned. So this is something that I am a little bit worried about, because if these people decide to sort of, abandon Zilliqa, then obviously the project is going to be affected. But anyway, we'll see. Obviously, they're going to make sure that this project succeeds and everything is going to be good to go. So if we take a look at the number of commits, we've got a pretty decent number of commits, and the most important thing is we are supposed to be looking at the activities, and obviously the last, or rather the previous activities occurred about yesterday and the 19th. So these guys are pretty active and they are making sure that the project is advancing. So this is obviously something which is a little bit better, because by the end of the day, it's not just about the price. We have to make sure that Zilliqa is providing value in terms of the things that they are going to be doing on this particular platform, because by the end of the day, it's all about utility. The market cap hasn't really done much because we are sort of having this situation where the price of Zilliqa is obviously getting to range. If we take a look at the daily chart, right, we have obviously been stuck like right around this threshold over here, but we are having like a lot of buying power coming in. And if I had to take a look at the Zilliqa BTC pair, you guys can obviously see the amazing amount of volume which is being exhibited right around this area. So this amount of volume is very significant, and this usually indicates that people are taking keen interest as far as Zilliqa is concerned. So the previous time that we had similar buying power was right around this area. I mean, if we are like literally at the bottom, right, and then we are having similar volume to the time that we were supposed to be here, right, it really means that we are literally getting a lot of people who are interested in the price of Zilliqa, and this thing can actually double pretty soon. But you just have to be conservative, you just have to relax, because there's obviously going to be a point where the price of Zilliqa is obviously going to experience a correction. So this is one of the reasons why, if you guys happen to buy to have had bought Zilliqa right around this area, right, what you need to be doing right now is taking a little bit of profit, because we might end up correcting, we might end up even coming back down to this particular area, because this was the previous area of resistance, and this is where maybe we might end up finding some sort of stable support like right around this area. Then later on we're going to continue our upward momentum. So the moral of the story is, of course, dollar cost averaging is very good, but just make sure that you take some money off of the table and you've got extra money in case the price of Zilliqa or any other cryptocurrency ends up correcting. So it's very important to always leverage, or rather bet on the future, in order for you to have better opportunities. I mean, you guys are very patient and you are buying in right now, and you are obviously thinking about the long-term price value of Zilliqa. But hey, you can always get a better price, okay? So regardless whether you are dollar cost averaging, you can be more efficient with your dollar cost averaging methods by just chilling and just waiting for the prices to retrace. Because if you take a look at this, right, we have had consecutive weeks of upward momentum, which is very, very good. And as much as I really want the price of Bitcoin the price of Zilliqa to do 1000x, we need a healthy, steady growth, because by the end of the day, we do not want to have a situation where the price of Zilliqa goes tremendously up and then it just drastically drops down. We need that consistent, consecutive rising where we are consistently having new buyers and the price is establishing a stable foundation. So whenever you see like a dramatic price increase, just be a little bit skeptical, because this could be a pump and dump. It could be genuine people who are interested in Zilliqa, but you might never know. So it's always very important to be very careful, especially on your part, because investing is very risky. By the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please do your own due diligence. So as far as Zilliqa and the BTC pair is concerned, I am super bullish. Oh wow, I am so happy about what's really happening, and we are like literally at the bottom of the chart. Look at this. Yeah, just a moment. Look at this. We haven't even started having an uprise. We haven't even reached this point right around this area, and this price is around 6-7 Satoshi. As you can see, the price is corresponding to this area, right? And we are chilling around 142 Satoshi right over here. So in order for us to reach this threshold around this area, that's like literally about a 3x, and the 3x is something which is not really a joke, guys. A 300 increase in price is very significant, so it's all about patience. It's all about dollar cost averaging and all that good stuff. So as far as the technology is concerned, I am super happy that they are consistently adding data to their source code, and they are consistently improving. So this is something which is very, very good. I understand there might be some hidden repositories where they are adding stuff to the code and we can't really have access to it. So sometimes there might be private repositories where the code is being added on the back end. So as far as utility is concerned, please let me know what other projects has Zilliqa been working on. So if we take a look at the Reddit group right over here, right, these guys have got ZIL Hive. They've got amazing, interesting stuff, and I think this is it, guys. I think this is like a runner-up to Ethereum. In 2016, 2017, right, we previously had Unshares, which is Neo, but this time around, during the next bull run, I think people are going to be pumping this thing up. So it's very important for us to always find those appropriate price points to get in at. So let's take a look at Neo and what has been happening. Well, Neo has been, it's still at $10. I remember back in the day, it used to fluctuate between $6 to about $13, and right now it really seems it's still holding its $10 value, and we are still at the bottom of the chart bar over here. So there's also a little bit of room for growth, but it really seems that Zilliqa is the new shiny toy and everybody's going to make a lot of money because there's quite a lot of room to grow. And moreover, Zilliqa is going to be having its staking rewards or whatever. The staking process is going to start like in July, so a lot of people are looking forward to that. So you need about 200,000 ZIL in order for you to qualify and stake your ZIL. So that is like an added bonus, and that's really going to suffocate the price of Zilliqa. I mean, it's really going to sort of drive a lot of demand because there's going to be like fewer Zilliqa in circulation and that stuff. So it's something which is going to make the price of Zilliqa, or rather ZIL, really dramatically increase because there's going to be like the supply is going to be choked. So that is very, very good. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I don't really want to waste a whole lot of time. Enjoy Zilliqa, be good, stay safe, and happy trading.